We're going to get started here in about 45 seconds, so if you haven't found a seat or a comfortable place to stand, I would encourage you to do so now. 45 seconds. Once again, good morning, everyone. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Matthew Lindberg. I am the Dean of NAIT School of Construction and Building Sciences. I'm also a member of Alberta Board of Skilled Trades, and it's my pleasure to be the MC for today's event. Before we begin, I would like to do a brief land acknowledgement. At NAIT, we honor and acknowledge that the land on which we learn, work, and live is Treaty 6 territory. We seek to learn from industry and from the lessons that come before us, and to draw on the wisdom of the First Peoples in Canada. It is only through learning that we can move forward in truth and reconciliation and to a better future together. To begin today, I'd like to invite Yasmin Javraj, NAIT Board of Governors Chair, to share her opening remarks. Yasmin.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to NAIT. It is an honor to have you join us today for such an important and exciting announcement. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our Minister Rajan Sawhney, Minister for Advanced Education, to the Minister of Jobs, Economy and Trade, Honorable Matt Jones, as well as Minister for Children and Family Services, the Honorable Cyril Turton, to MLA Brandon Lunty and MLA Andrew Wojchenko, and to Matt Schellenberger, the Director for Corporate Development at Edmonton Construction Association. We deeply appreciate your leadership, support, and your presence today. Welcome as well to fellow NAIT Board of Governors, students, staff, industry partners, and community leaders. The Advanced Skills Center represents a significant step forward for Edmonton Metropolitan Region and for Alberta as a whole. It is vital to our province's continued growth, prosperity, and competitiveness. At NAIT, we are proud of our long-standing history of contributing to Alberta's economy and communities, and we look forward for doing this important work. Thank you all for being here today and your continued support for the Advanced Skills Center. Thank you, and I'll pass it back on to Matt.
Thank you, Yasmin, and welcome everyone. It is an exciting time at NAIT and for our province, and we are pleased to host the Honorable Rajan Sawhney, Minister of Advanced Education, and the Honorable Matt Jones, Minister of Jobs, Economy and Trade, who will both be sharing remarks on behalf of the Government of Alberta. You will also hear an update from NAIT's President and CEO, Laura Jo Gunter, on how NAIT is planning for the future of skilled trades. And we are pleased to have Matthew Schellenberger with the Edmonton Construction Association to speak as well. Following our formal program, there will be an opportunity to ask questions, so we kindly ask that you wait until that time. We will also ensure that there are opportunities for photos. And with that, it is my privilege to invite Honorable Rajan Sawhney, Minister of Advanced Education, to the podium. Minister.
Thank you, Matt, for that introduction, and good morning, everyone. I'm so pleased to be here at NAIT once again. Thank you, President Gunter, for hosting us today for this announcement. And thank you to my colleagues, including those from our Skilled Trades Caucus, for attending today. I always love to visit NAIT. This is a place where you can really see the future of Alberta being built today. As we look ahead to that future, we see some challenges on the horizon. One challenge in particular promises to become more significant in the years ahead. I'm talking about the need for workers equipped with in-demand skills and specialized training. These workers are critical. They are needed to help expand our economy and build its crucial infrastructure to provide homes, schools, and a wide range of vital services for a growing population. The need for skilled tradespeople is already substantial, even more so because of many of Canada's existing skilled tradespeople are expected to retire in the next few years. In fact, Employment and Social Development Canada estimates that of the 4 million Canadians who currently work in the trades, about 700,000 are set to retire by the end of the decade. This challenge is daunting, as it is creating incredible opportunities. Our government has been working to increase awareness about the tremendous opportunities available in the skilled trades and apprenticeship learning. That is why we launched the Trades and Apprenticeship Promotional Advertising campaign that ran last fall. The campaign was hugely successful with millions of digital, radio, and display ad impressions between September and November. Also, last year, we introduced the Skilled Trades Youth Ambassadors Advisory Council. The council allows direct communication between young adults in the skilled trades and Alberta's government and ensures that the voices of our young apprentices and journey persons are heard. Advanced education staff, through our 12 regional apprenticeship and industry training offices, have also connected with potential apprentices, training providers, and local trades employers at community events around the province. And I'm pleased to share that our government's efforts are working. Since 2022, registration in the apprenticeship education programs in Alberta has increased by nearly 50% to more than 73,000 registered apprentices. That's close to an all-time high. To make sure the increased interest translates into education and career pathways for Albertans, we've responded with investments that create new spaces and opportunities in the skilled trades. Investments like the one we are here to announce today. For more than 60 years, NAIT has been tackling challenges head-on and making the most of every opportunity. Last April, I announced a 3-year investment of $43 million through Budget 2024 in planning funds for the Advanced Skills Centre here at NAIT. Today, I am pleased to announce that the investment is on track and will ramp up significantly this year. Last year's portion of the total was $2 million. The investment portion through Budget 2025 is $20 million. Fantastic news. By creating 640,000 square feet of new state-of-the-art learning space, the Advanced Skills Centre aims to add more than 4,200 apprenticeship program students every year. That will bring the potential apprenticeship enrollment numbers at NAIT to more than 13,000 students per year. By targeting 4 key sectors, construction, transportation, manufacturing, and energy, I'm so sorry, got a bit of a frog in my throat here. So by targeting manufacturing and energy, it will meet the needs of industry and see NAIT delivering the most comprehensive, leading-edge apprenticeship and technology-based education in the world. As our economy diversifies and as industry and technology evolve at an ever-increasing pace, the Advanced Skills Centre will support the needs of workers to upskill and reskill. It will also increase capacity beyond apprentices into many related diploma and certificate programs in the skilled trades. With industry support, the Advanced Skills Centre here at NAIT represents Alberta's largest investment in skilled trades and technology-based infrastructure in more than a decade. And by no means is it the only one. To address the demand in the skilled trades, Budget 2025 is investing $135 million in 2025-26 and $271 million over the following 2 years for apprenticeship education. This includes $10 million per year for apprenticeship program updates and curriculum development, and $78 million per year to create seats in apprenticeship classes across the province. Through these strategic investments in our post-secondary education system, Alberta's government is responding to the needs of industry, supporting the economy, and connecting Albertans with good jobs and rewarding careers. We're helping students obtain the skills and knowledge they need to meet the challenges of today and tomorrow, and for all of us. As we celebrate this next step in the development of this dynamic new learning space, we look forward to the day, someday soon, when we can put shovels in the ground. This will launch a whole new chapter of NAIT's world-class educational legacy. Thank you so much, and now I will invite Minister Jones to share a few remarks.
Good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to join Minister Sawhney and my colleagues in expressing Alberta's continued support for the Advanced Skills Centre here at NAIT, which is a critical project. Given the need to strengthen our economy and meet workforce demands, this project is making its way right on time. Our goal is to provide secure, high-paying, high-quality employment for all Albertans, including in high-demand fields like skilled trades and construction across the province. The additional $20 million in investment for NAIT's Advanced Skills Centre underscores Alberta's commitment to expanding apprenticeship training capacity and addressing the growing demand for skilled workers. This investment will help modernize NAIT's facilities, providing cutting-edge education that supports key industries, including construction, transportation, manufacturing, and, of course, energy. Alberta's government is committed to supporting our world-class, highly educated labour market, with tens of thousands of Albertans accessing career-changing training every year. Last year alone, more than 4,000 workers received training to grow their existing skills through Jobs, Economy and Trades Training for Work programs. We work closely with job creators to ensure our training programs meet the demands of changing times, so that workers emerge well prepared for the opportunities in a wide range of sectors. If passed, Budget 2025 will invest nearly $27 million in these programs, adding thousands more highly skilled workers to our workforce. And this is in high-demand fields, including construction, technology, agriculture, and everything in between. So I'm very proud of the work we do with industry to help community organizations and employers meet their own unique needs. We do this through workforce partnership grants, and Budget 2025 builds on this with $12 million over the next 3 years to support workforce partnership grants. I also want to highlight the Alberta Industry Skills Grant, which Alberta introduced last year. This is a pilot program which provides a total of $5 million in grants for industry-led training to address labour shortages in aviation, aerospace, construction, and technology. All projects funded through this grant program are expected to start this year. All this to say, Alberta industry has a strong partner in the Alberta government. And when it comes to attracting and training skilled trades and skilled labour, we are right there fighting beside you, because investment in people is the only way to truly invest in our economic future. So Alberta's government understands the critical role that tradespeople play in building our economy and maintaining Alberta's future prosperity. In light of recent challenges and economic uncertainty, it's more crucial than ever that we keep building Alberta's strong workforce. I'm confident that once complete, the Advanced Skills Centre will be instrumental in meeting the needs of our workers, employers, and our growing economy. And I look forward to watching the transformation from compelling vision to concrete reality in the years to come. And I'll invite Matt back up. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Sawhney and Minister Jones. I would now like to invite Laura Jo Gunter, President and CEO of NAIT, to share her remarks. Laura Jo.
Thank you, Matt. On behalf of the NAIT community, I would like to sincerely thank the Government of Alberta and personally thank Minister Sawhney and Minister Jones for your visionary leadership and unwavering support for the Advanced Skills Centre. The need for the Advanced Skills Centre grows every day. Alberta is experiencing significant population growth that is driven both by attractive economic opportunities and a high quality of life. If this trend continues, our province could add another 2.6 million people to the population by 2051. This significantly increases demand for new homes, schools, hospitals, and roads. For example, this year's provincial budget has invested $225 million towards 30 new schools in Edmonton and Calgary. Alberta is also seeing investments in a large number of critical industrial infrastructure projects, especially in Alberta's industrial heartland, where many NAIT graduates find their meaningful careers in skilled trades and technology. So whether it's schools, affordable houses, or infrastructure projects, all will require skilled trades professionals, such as carpenters, welders, and electricians. At the same time, there is a wave of retirements fast approaching. BuildForce Canada reports that Alberta's construction industry alone will need to replace 21% of its workforce by 2032, and that's just 7 short years away. The Advanced Skills Centre is the answer to Alberta's skilled trade shortage. Designed to meet industry demand, the Advanced Skills Centre will significantly increase the number of job-ready graduates. And just as important, the Advanced Skills Centre will be designed to be future-proof. Our teaching environments will be flexible, and it will incorporate the latest innovations in technology. The Advanced Skills Centre will ensure that NAIT can continue to do what we do best, building the skills that build Alberta. Thanks to the Government of Alberta's generous investment in Budget 2024, NAIT has been hard at work making our vision a reality. Over the past year, NAIT has made significant strides on this project. We have engaged the architecture and design firm Dialogue and GEC, who are actively working on new design concepts, initiated functional planning, and strengthened our governance framework to support both decision-making and project execution. In the coming months, these milestones will be joined by many more, including transitioning from concept design to detailed architectural planning and hiring a construction manager to oversee the project. Thanks to the Government of Alberta's support, NAIT is building on our work to date and accelerating the momentum towards a shovel-ready project. From the beginning, we've taken a pragmatic and targeted approach that ensures that work aligns with our fundamental principles of on time, on budget, and on vision. At its core, the Advanced Skills Centre will be essential to ensuring NAIT is able to scale our training capacity across priority sectors such as construction, manufacturing, transportation, and energy in a resource-efficient and enduring way. NAIT is determined to get this right. The Advanced Skills Centre is too important to Alberta's future not to. Once again, I would like to thank the Government of Alberta for your continued trust and investment in NAIT's vision. We are proud to be your partner in creating a prosperous Alberta. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura Jo. And now I'd like to invite Matthew Schellenberger from the Edmonton Construction Association to speak.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to join you here today. The Edmonton Construction Association represents nearly 1,000 companies in the Edmonton metro region. We're the second largest construction association in Canada, advocating for investments and public policies that build our city and province. As Laura Jo and others have mentioned, the skilled labor shortage is an ongoing challenge that limits our members' ability to deliver public projects on time and on budget. Filling the need for workers requires a multi-pronged approach as we seek to attract new workers from outside Alberta while also working to attract and train young people in the trades. In terms of training, no one is better positioned than NAIT. NAIT is one of the premier polytechnics in Canada, and from the perspective of our industry, NAIT graduates are second to none. NAIT's Advanced Skills Centre therefore serves as a strong response to Alberta's skilled labor shortage. It will get the right people with the right skills on job sites across the province where they're needed most. Designed in partnership with industry, this cutting-edge facility will equip learners with the skills needed for the ever-evolving construction industry. I'd like to thank NAIT and the Government of Alberta for their leadership on this important project. They saw the need and they developed the solution. And our members, of course, stand ready to build this important project. On behalf of the Edmonton Construction Association and our nearly 1,000 member firms, I'd like to thank NAIT and the Government of Alberta for their vision and leadership and the opportunity to speak today. Thanks.
Thank you, Matt, for providing those remarks and for your partnership with NAIT. And thank you to Minister Sawhney, Minister Jones, the Government of Alberta for this important investment at NAIT. It will really benefit our students and the province of Alberta. Thank you as well to Yasmin Javraj and Laura Jo Gunter for your remarks and your updates. This is wonderful news for NAIT, and I am so proud to be part of the NAIT community. And thank you to everyone who has come out today as we share the news of how we are one step closer to opening the Advanced Skills Centre here at NAIT, a centre that will increase our ability to train even more skilled workers in our province, just like the ones that are standing behind us today. This concludes the formal portion of today's announcement. I would now like to invite the Minister's Press Secretary, Run, to the podium to coordinate the media Q&A. Run.
So we'll now open it up to questions from the media. We'll be taking one question and one follow-up today. Please remember to state your name and outlet, and we will start in the room. Do I see any questions? Right over there.
Leo Pazat, City News. This is a big budget announcement for NAIT, and I know that we are facing a lot of uncertainty right now with our neighbors at the south. Do you think that this budget will, help future aspiring skilled trade workers to move ahead despite on what's going on in the border?
I would hope so. We know, you're right, there's lots of uncertainty in terms of what's happening south of the border, but nonetheless, we have a lot of projects that we need to work on here in Alberta. President Laura Jo had articulated some of those projects, and we know that there are going to be many, many retirements. So we have a significant labor shortage, and this investment actually puts it out there to the public that we are looking to have more students pursue a career in the trades and that there are tremendous opportunities. So from my perspective, this is good news. It shows that there's opportunity on the horizon, even within this changing dynamic that we see on the landscape.
Is there a follow-up? All right. Any other questions in the room? Right over there.
That's a really good question. I think I may have to defer that to Laura Jo in terms of potential construction date. I don't know those details.
So we currently, as you know, have 3 years of funding, so this is year 2. So to do the design and the planning, which of course is really important. At that point, we'll be shovel ready. And then at that point as well, we'll know where our funding is and when we can actually start construction.
Any follow-ups there?
Yes, sorry for do you anticipate any changes happening to the plans with changes like the international student cap and post-grad work permits?
So a number of the majority of our students in apprenticeship and in those technology programs are domestic. So we would not be anticipating any of those changes because we're still expecting to see a very strong number of enrollments both in the skilled trades and in those technology programs. We have seen significant increase in those domestic market numbers, and as Minister Sawhney said, we are really seeing a surge coming in because everyone is starting to realize how important skilled trade is and what a great occupation and what a great career it can make. So we're actually seeing higher numbers, so we're not anticipating any changes.
All right. Do I see any other questions in the room? Seeing none, we'll move online where we also have no questions on the lines. And oh, now we do have questions. There we go. We'll start with Bill Graveland from the Canadian Press. Please introduce yourself and ask your question.
All right. Bill Graveland from the Canadian Press. The question is for Minister Jones. And I apologize, it's a little off topic, but you've announced this morning changes to reservist leave for the G7. Just wondering what prompted this move.
Thank you for the question. What prompted the move was the advocacy of reservists through MLA Justin Wright. They brought to my attention that reservists would not be covered under reservist leave to participate in that event, and so we made a regulatory change to enable them to serve in this capacity, and we thank them for their service.
Is there anything else that the Alberta government may have to be announcing to help out with this event?
I'm not involved in the planning of that event, but these are large, complex events, and I'm sure there will be other changes that are required to facilitate a smooth event, and the Alberta government will do that.
All right, operator, can you put through our next caller, please?
We have Shalanskovsky from CTV News. Your line is open.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my question. It's for Minister Sawhney and it's unrelated to today's announcement. I'm actually hoping to ask about Bill 18, the Provincial Priorities Act. I understand universities got an exemption from this legislation recently. Can you confirm that post-secondaries are exempt, why, and what's all included in this exemption?
Yes, that is correct. There are a number of exemptions that we have put into regulation for post-secondaries as it relates to federal funding. And the fact of the matter is we did extensive engagement with the post-secondary sector, and we heard loud and clear that research funding is very important to the universities, to the students, to grow the economy. And that is why we put in significant exemptions, and we've had very positive feedback. So happy to confirm that.
Thank you. Yeah, and just as a follow-up, some are reading this as a recognition that the government is acknowledging that there wasn't actually any evidence that federal research funding favored liberal research or ideology. Is that the case?
No, that is not the case. We know that the Provincial Priorities Act was necessary because the federal government often overlooks the provincial government when providing supports to municipalities, for example. So this was a tremendous exercise for us to understand exactly what those federal transfers were. And even though these exemptions are in place, we're still going to have a close look at some of these federal transfers that are coming in. We have a reporting structure that is required by the post-secondaries to provide to us every year in terms of what kind of funding they're receiving. So it was a good exercise. There's a great understanding about the importance of research funding in Alberta, and we look forward to working with our post-secondary partners.
All right, I have been informed that there is no one else online with questions at this time, so that will conclude the media portion of this event and the event overall. Thank you everyone for attending.
I just want to say a quick thank you to all the students who are standing behind us. Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.